Hello, very good morning and welcome to Adama Newspaper Highlights. Today, Friday, 9th of June 2017. This is Edward with the highlights of today's English newspapers. As usual, we have three leading daily newspapers for the highlights: Daily Mirror, Daily News and Ceylon Today. Firstly, let's have a look on the Daily Mirror. The main headline highlights: foreigners can open accounts with $500,000. Resident visas to spouses if they invest $300,000. Interest income will be exempted from taxes. The government is reported to have prepared legislation to permit foreign nationals to open foreign currency accounts in Sri Lanka with a minimum deposit of $500,000 or more. John Amaratunga threatens journalists. I am the person who shifted it here from there. Do not report false news, otherwise I will beat you all to death. Furious over the questions asked by some journalists regarding the dumping of garbage at Bopitiya in Watala, Minister John Amaratunga is reported to have threatened them with death while coming out of the party office at Kandana after a discussion yesterday. According to some journalists who had videoed the entire episode, the minister, who had turned furious, asked the journalists to leave the vicinity when they told the minister that the people were blaming him for dumping garbage at Bopitiya. Despite the journalists attempting to explain the matter to the minister, he repeatedly accused them of reporting false news and forced them to leave. Ministry of Justice reveals 725,944 cases pending in courts. There were a total of 725,944 court cases pending in Sri Lanka as at December 31, 2016. Secondly, let's move to Daily News. The main headline highlights: Piliyandala shooting. Mirihana police arrest 2 suspects. PNB officer, girl died in May 9 attack. Arrests made at Aludgama. The Mirihana Police Special Crime Operation Unit yesterday arrested 2 persons in connection with the shooting that killed a police narcotics bureau officer and an 11-year-old girl and injured 3 others on May 9 at Piliyandala. According to the Special Crime Operation Unit, these suspects aged 34 and 27 were arrested while they were hiding in a house in Dargah town, Aludgama. Arson attack on mosque, suspect remanded. Trincomalee Harbour Police yesterday succeeded in arresting a suspect who was involved in the arson attack on Manayawali Mosque on June 3. According to police sources, the mosque came under arson attack while it was being renovated. Police sources added that all goods in the mosque were stored in a temporary shelter adjoining the mosque as it was under renovation. A harbour police team arrested the suspect, a Tamil residing in Mihudupura, in connection with the attack yesterday morning. He was remanded until June 12 after being produced before the Trincomalee magistrate. Over 450,000 children in 5 to 17 age group not attending school. A total of 452,661 children in the 5 to 17 school-going age group are not attending school, and 51,249 children among them have never attended school, a survey by the Department of Census and Statistics reveals. Finally, let's move to Ceylon Today. The main headline highlights: 150,000 Lankans in Qatar. President orders worst case report. President Maithripala Sirisena has ordered Ministers Ravi Karunanayake and Thalatha Attukorala to submit a complete report at the cabinet meeting on 13 June on all issues Sri Lankans living in Qatar are being exposed to, a result of the political turmoil brewing there. President orders immediate hike kidney patients to get 5,000 rupees a month. President Maithripala Sirisena has ordered officials to increase the monthly medical allowance of 3,000 rupees to 5,000 rupees paid by the government to kidney patients. Moved by Indian security concerns, no offensive weapons in Lankan waters, says Sri Lanka. In a sequel to Colombo recently rejecting permissions for a Chinese submarine to dock in the port of Colombo, a senior Lankan cabinet minister on Wednesday announced a tough stance, asserting the country would not allow offensive weapons in its waters. With that, let's come to an end of today's paper highlights. We will come with more news tomorrow morning. Thanks for listening to Adama Newspaper Highlight.